Just like,
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this though. This hypothetical, which could also be plausible. You never know. I've heard in some circles people are thinking, which I'll be honest, I thought about it for a second. Um, could it be a ploy to get Kamala Harris into
let's
office?
go. That's what I'm talking about. My mans, I'm ready.
I
I've
knew you was
been
ready.
ready.
I knew you was ready
Let's
for it.
go.
I
That's
knew you was ready
it.
for it.
We've
I
been
knew you was
out
ready
here.
for it.
We've been out
I was
here.
like, if there's one way to get her into that seat, this is the way to do it for
Yo,
sure. This is
yo,
the way to do it.
America,
It's
racist ass
plausible.
America. Remember the America that I was talking about,
Mm-hmm.
camping in the woods and all that kind of stuff? That I was trying to go to these bars and these breweries and
It's funny
shit.
because I knew that you knew I was gonna bring it up too.
Bro, bro, it's like this. So, so peep game. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think you gotta know. I think and Biden might feel like he's dropping the mic on this. Talking about white people thinking that they
That is
freaking
crazy.
accomplish
Low
something.
key.
Here's how he stay. If he thinking he could like, and I'm finna drop the mic and I'm
Yeah.
finna resign. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? After that first midterm, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then like my last 2 years, you know, I'd be like, nah, you got it, my black queen.
Oh my god.
That boy Biden,
Yo.
that poor Biden feel like he handed
Oh
out the
my
torch.
god.
Dog,
Yeah.
like he would do it. You know that would be that all kinds of bridge like, and you'd have everybody coming to defend her. It would
Mm-hmm.
like regardless of like I'm a fan, right? And I've
Mm-hmm.
been a fan, and I think like stories about her have been grossly dramatized and made up. When you look at her record, and you actually look at her accomplishments and even things that positions that she was in that like people interpret as being like, okay, yeah, she's the cops, but like
Yeah,
wait, but go
compromising. Yeah.
look at her case file, you know what I mean, and see
Mm-hmm.
how and the files, the cases that she did bring, you know what I mean, and if you were in that position, would you have done it because of like, is this a legitimate crime or not, kind of thing, you know what I mean, or
Fair.
like,
Fair.
and certain things that, so all that, I'm not going to litigate, and and I've done this research and I've done this freaking homework for people
Mm-hmm.
before Biden got elected, right? In 2019, when
Mm-hmm.
Kamala was in a race, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay if you don't, this person isn't your primary choice, but
Mm-hmm.
stop the lies. Stop the lies about Kamala, right? If she were to be president today, she would be just as competent as Biden is. And he's been president since 2020, and we haven't
Mm-hmm.
fallen off the fucking face of the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And inflation, even though it's been nipping at our heels, they're still handling that, and it's like things haven't run away. We haven't found ourselves in a depression or
Mm-hmm.
recession. Jobs are coming back like crazy. Like they're breaking all kinds of records of people going back into employment. Right? We have COVID under control. Granted, he's not the cure all that did that, but helping to manage the freaking vaccine rollout and helping
Mm-hmm.
to manage getting people back into the into the workforce and getting offices and businesses back open. He's done things, and he started the infrastructure plan and thing that he signed, the Build Back Better joint.
Yeah.
So, so he
Even
if
even
he can
even
do
con-
that, if as incompetent people think Biden is, if he can get
yeah.
all those things accomplished, Kamala is at least that competent, and that's
Yeah.
a low ass bar.
I mean, as far as the Build Back Better plan, even conservatives would say that it's actually a pretty good plan that they respected, actually.
Yeah.
And it's working. Yeah, I mean, it is working. I mean,
Hence is why
as far
they're all accepting all the funds for projects in their home
Mhm.
states.
Yeah,
He was with Mitch
absolutely.
McConnell. He was with
Yeah,
Mitch McConnell at a grand
yeah.
opening
Out of yeah.
in his state with Mitch McConnell.
hmm hmm
They know what time it is. Like
Yeah.
he for keeping the car on the road. He has done that.
hmm
Okay, and
Yeah, I
even
don't think
now with the
anybody would argue
divided
that.
Congress,
Mm-hmm.
he's still accomplished something. They got the gun reform, as minimum as that may be.
Yeah.
They got that through, right, with the divided Congress, and now we have this debt ceiling that's coming up.
It's really more inflation than I think people are upset about. I mean, personally, I was upset about it too. But I think that's as the president, it's just like a quarterback of a team, right? Even though it may not be your direct fault, but you're the
You're
president,
gonna
so of
blame him
course
if the
they're
shit
gonna blame
like,
him. Yeah, so that's just the way that's just how it goes.
and so
So mhm.
he's that nigga still mad old though, bro.
Bro, it's
Niggas need to be able to step out the paint, man. Like, you've had your time. You run this thing for 50 years.
Yeah, he's been in public service pretty much longer than people have been alive. That's that's crazy, bro. As a full-fledged adult, for real, like that's 50 years, half a decade, bro. That's a long time.
No, half a century. You talking about
half a century. Sorry, half a century.
Bro.
Yeah, that's been.
He about to be a century.
Time, yeah,
this nigga has been in power in his lifetime longer than he's been out of power, because he was like the youngest ever
at the time
when he came in. 27 or 29 or some shit.
Yep.
He's been in power, making rules for the rest of us to live by. I get it. I want an experienced physician. I want an experienced pilot. You know, I do want an experienced person to have the reins of the government.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, there's like, okay, you did your duty. Go chill in Florida somewhere. You know what I mean? Go and have your retirement. Like, how is it that we are still having the echelons of who is in power? And mind you, even if he loses and Trump wins, Trump is only like 2 or 3 years younger than this guy.
Yeah, Trump is.
What's up with these 80-year-olds and 80 and 90? You made it to be 80 years on this planet. And you still want to fucking do this shit?
You still want to try to get the hardest. Yeah,
you better go do some art like fucking Bush is.
At that point, and I think I mentioned this before too. At that point, it just gives me the whole vibe of like, you just
it's giving power hungry.
You just want power, man. Like
it's giving power hungry.
Years old and you're seeking to be the president of the United States.
The president now, like, bro, you're supposed to be like, I'm supposed to be giving away responsibilities.
Yeah.
The older I get, I'm supposed to be divvying that bit out to everybody. I'm not supposed to be gaining a whole fucking country on my back.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Big facts. At 76, the only thing I'm imagining for myself at 76 is traveling.
It's like this. If you ain't become president by 60, it's a wrap.
Yeah,
give it up.
Well just
give it up.
Just go write a book.
We need. So here's the thing.
Memoirs or something.
Here's the thing. Here's the fucked up part. Is in the Constitution. I mean, I'm gonna try to look it up right now as I'm looking, but like, there's a minimum age that you can run for president. 35. Is it 35? I thought it was maybe 32.
No, it's 35.
Okay, so there you have it. So you put the lower limit. You put the lower limit. So if a 34-year-old can't be president, what the fuck? Then you can make a upper limit, right?
Yeah.
Make an upper limit. Yo, you can't have it. You can't have it. Somebody becoming president at the same time where all of this other onset shit, like old age stuff, comes into play. We're talking about like all the cancers. Like the older you get, the more likely you're gonna have cancer, because cancer is gonna get us all eventually. All the cancers that you have to be screened and screened for and probably are have a potential to get. We're talking about things like dementia and Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's, my G. I need you to. I can't have you having even the precursors to that shit right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?